Kale and Caulifla got a bit angry when monkey tails suddenly appeared on their bodies, and they even panicked a bit and asked me, what the hell is this crap? We didn't ask for monkey tails, and I said calmly, please relax, I gave you both something to help make you both a lot stronger, that's all, I didn't do anything wrong, I was just trying to help you both and your entire Saiyan race. And then Caulifla quickly relaxed and she said, oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry. And then Kale calmed down and I visibly relaxed and I said, phew, I'm glad that's over, at least I don't have to worry about a legendary Super Saiyan going berserk on this planet. And you, Caulifla, I am actually here to talk with your Universe 6 destroyer and his angel attendant Vados. It's not a big deal really, but I've been meaning to talk with them and the other destroyers for a while now. Anyway, let's fight. And then I smiled like a true gung-ho warrior, and then Kale and Caulifla fought me and I used the Ultra Instinct to dodge them and I punched them and I fought them both equally and I held back nearly all my true power because I didn't want to kill them. And then I taught them both how to easily become Super Saiyans, and I said you can either trigger the Super Saiyan transformation either through anger and pure rage, or you can both trigger it easily by putting all your ki energy into your back and pushing it all out at once, and you will both feel a tingling sensation in your back. And that's how they both learned the Super Saiyan transformation. And then Kale fought me in her legendary Super Saiyan transformation, and then I transformed into a legendary Super Saiyan and I became a giant of a man, and I said, impressive isn't it? This is what a man with legendary Super Saiyan transformation looks like. I started this power long ago because I love this transformation, it feels so good. And then I laughed like a true villain and a maniac, and then I shouted at them both and I said, attack me with your true power. And then they both threw all their strength into every attack, but nothing could harm my body. It was as if I had become invincible, and the two young and beautiful Saiyan women could not even scratch my skin, and not even Kale could hurt me. And then I stood on the ground towering above even Kale in my green legendary Super Saiyan form. My powers were absolute and there was no match for me in my legendary Super Saiyan transformation. And as the two beautiful Saiyan women continued to try and hurt me, they began to become very sexually aroused and attracted by me and my raw power and strength surpassing them both, and because of this they wanted to be my romantic partners. And so right after we were all done sparring, I took them both to what passed for a hotel on their planet, and I made love to both Kale and Caulifla in every sexual position, and I got both of them pregnant and I enjoyed every second of it. And over the next few days they both got swollen baby bellies, and they both came back to my hotel room and they both said, I'm the father, and I said, I know. And then I built them both a house and I lived with them both for many months, and then finally I made a magical clone for them both, and they never noticed the real me was now gone back to Universe 7 because I now wanted to talk to Grand Zeno and Daishinkan about their mothers because they were both my wives and I once loved them both very much, and to be honest I still love them both and I want to see them both again so I can love them forever like I promised. And so when I returned to Earth in Universe 7, I noticed that Goku had married Bulma in this timeline, and they both still had Gohan, but they also had Trunks. And I also noticed that Vegeta is with a female version of Frieza, and I said to myself, that's interesting because I always wondered if Frieza is really a female, and I could see the biology of female Frieza. And I said, incredible, her body temperature is as warm as a human and it's actually warmer. And I also trained Goku and Vegeta some more like I did so many times before. Meanwhile, back on my MCU Earth, things were unfolding very nicely in a positive direction. I had managed to help Tony Stark during the events of the first Avengers movie, and I even inspired him to remember he's also the Sentry, not just Iron Man and Tony Stark, and it saved his life more than once, and it helped him talk some sense into Aldridge Killian. And Maya Hansen also ended up with Tony Stark in the end because Maya's little boy is also Tony's son, and Killian ended up joining the Avengers, and me and Tony Stark helped make his extremist serum perfect, and it saved the lives of many injured soldiers and it gave them their lives back. And then the events of the Avengers Age of Ultron came around, and for me this was also very easy because me and Tony Stark had already created the Vision, and because of this we stopped Ultron and Wanda Maximoff a lot sooner, and I designed Vision to be able to procreate with humans just like my other androids on Jupiter.